Over the past few months, I have discussed several OPVs and OPV-like vessels in the region, like Australia's Arafura class OPV and Singapore's Independence class LMV. But I haven't talked about my own country's newest OPV yet. So today, let's do exactly that. Let's take a closer look at Indonesia's latest OPV, Raja Haji Fisabilillah, what it offers, what it does well, and where it may fall short, also what could be improved. Raja Haji Fisabilillah is a class of offshore patrol vessels built for the Indonesian Navy. In 2020, Indonesia's private shipbuilder PT DRU, now Noah II Shipyard, received a contract to build two 90-meter vessels worth around $140 million. Both vessels were laid down in November 2022 and were originally planned for launch in 2023. However, they were only launched in September last year, which sparked public criticism of the project. The delays, however, were most likely the result of design revisions made during the construction process. The lead ship, Raja Haji Fisabilillah, is currently undergoing sea trials. The second ship, Lucas Rumkorem, is being fitted out, while the third ship was just laid down last week. The Navy is reportedly going to order up to 12 ships in total. Raja Haji Fisabilillah was designed with a length of 90 meter and 60 meter for the second one. But during the construction, both of them were redesigned to a length of 98 meter, a beam of 13.5 meter, a draft of 4 meter, and a displacement of 2,100 tons full load. It's powered by 4 main diesel engines in quad configuration and has a speed of up to 28 knots. I couldn't find the public data about its range and endurance, but for a ship this size, it usually has a range of around 4,000 nautical miles at economic speed and an endurance of 21 days. It has an accommodation for up to 94 crew, a flight deck and hangar for a light helicopter, and 2 ram doors for reefs. The initial renderings of the OPV suggested it would be equipped with a 76mm main gun, up to 8 anti-ship missiles, and a 35mm Millennium gun. After the launching ceremony, however, it was revealed that the ship will instead carry a Leonardo 76mm and a 40mm gun, which based on some images appears to be the Auto Twin, along with 2 Escribano 20mm cannons, 8 Atmaka anti-ship missiles, and potentially torpedo launchers. Most of these weapons have yet to be installed, so we'll have to wait and see what the final fit looks like. It's going to have Havelsan Advanced CMS, Hensoldt multifunction radar, Reutech optronic radar tracking systems, and decoy launching systems from Therma. A statement from the Navy indicates it will be equipped with sonar. However, it's still unclear whether it will be a towed or hull-mounted sonar. When compared with other OPVs of similar size in the region, such as Australia's Arafura class, Singapore's Independence class, and the Philippines' Raja Sulaiman class, I think it offers a solid, well-rounded level of capability. Of course, the vessels are built according to their respective navy's requirements, so it's not exactly a head-to-head comparison. But for the Indonesian Navy, I think it's a fairly decent patrol vessel/warship. First, the OPV is designed with Indonesia's geography in mind. With such a massive EEZ, Indonesia needs large patrol vessels capable of operating in the open sea and carrying enough firepower to deter intruders. The Navy already has many smaller patrol boats and a handful of high-end combatants, but it lacks sufficient ships in the middle tier. The Raja Haji Fisabilillah OPV helps fill that gap, allowing Tier 1 combatants to focus on high-threat missions while providing a platform that can patrol farther and stay on station longer than smaller patrol boats. This addresses 2 key issues. It strengthens Indonesia's ability to counter illegal fishing, smuggling, piracy, and foreign intrusions, problems that remain widespread in the edge of Indonesian waters, while also providing a credible deterrent in key flashpoints. Furthermore, the ship size is ideal, large enough to dominate its local environment, yet not so big that it becomes overly expensive to operate. And the presence of anti-ship missiles offer a visible form of deterrence that can remain on station continuously without the diplomatic weight that comes with deploying a major warship. Second, while it's an ideal platform for low to medium intensity missions, its surface warfare potential is strong for its category. It sits well below the corvettes in my opinion, good for escort missions, humanitarian operations, light combat, and gray zone standoffs, and when all the weapons are fitted, it brings a credible anti-surface warfare capability. This is also why I think the Navy should explore containerized mission modules. Many navies are now maximizing their ship's flexibility by deploying different mission packages housed in standard 20-foot containers. And since the Navy has a limited number of helicopters, using the flight deck to support containerized modules could be a smart way to expand the ship's capability without major redesigns. Third, Raja Haji Fisabilillah demonstrates that private Indonesian shipyards can be trusted to build sophisticated vessels. Many Indonesians already know that the state-owned shipbuilder PT PAL, the largest in the country, is currently facing difficulties, including delays in delivering ships for both domestic and international customers. This situation creates the impression that Indonesia's shipbuilding industry is struggling, which isn't great for reputation or export prospects. The successful construction of this OPV by a private company helps negate that narrative a little and shows that capability still exists within the industry. If more Indonesian shipyards become capable of building large and sophisticated vessels, it will strengthen the resilience of the national maritime industry and support Indonesia's long-term strategic goal of achieving true independence in naval shipbuilding and defense production. However, this OPV falls short in some aspects. I know it's not its main role, but still, aerial threat is its biggest weakness. This OPV's anti-air capability is mostly gun-based with 76mm and 40mm guns, which offer limited protection against modern missiles. It will be just fine operating in low-threat patrol or escort missions, but will struggle when facing medium to high-end threats. If the class continues to grow, I hope future variants will incorporate a small VLS module for genuine self-defense. Singapore's Independence Class LMV, equipped with 12 VL Mika, could serve as an excellent reference point. The Navy plans to have ASW capability, but even if torpedoes and sonar are added, don't expect it to perform as well as other multi-role combatants such as the Sigma Fleet. It can do basic submarine detection, but it is not an ASW hunter-killer. I still appreciate the intention though. The more sonar-equipped vessels we have, the better. Maybe the Navy can do it like the enhancement proposal for the Arafura class with Captas 1 placed below deck, strengthening the Navy's overall underwater detection capability. Lastly, as the class is built under the VRIT-4 but not with approach, many weapon systems and sensors may only be installed years later when budgets or politics allows it. This will affect immediate combat readiness. Raja Haji Fisabilillah is exactly the kind of ships that Indonesia needs right now. It fits right between high-end combatants and small patrol boats. As a surface warfare asset, it's quite strong, especially if fully armed with guns and missiles. And as a privately built test case for naval shipbuilding, it's strategically valuable. However, it's also important to recognize what it's not. It won't do well against a high-end aerial threat, it's not a frontline combatant, and it's not optimized for deep ASW missions. We should see it as a supporting fleet asset. And if the program continues, it could become an additional foundation for future locally designed warships. What do you think about Raja Haji Fisabilillah OPV? Do you think it's a well-designed OPV? Also, what feature should this OPV have in the future? Let us know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching everyone. I'll see you in the next one.